OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on the video. It is day 995 of the career of Rick and MPQ, going strong toward day 1000. The rewards are great in the shield resupply. I wanted to start with that popped up. Got a very nice 25 command points here this morning for me, and 5-star Spider-Man Back in Black will be rewarding a blue cover in just a couple days on day number 1000. That'll be the first blue cover I've ever gotten for him. Looking forward to that. Well, let's get into a quick overview here. The 3-star event in PvP in the versus action Stay on Target featuring 3-star Bullseye. A lot of fun. I'm a huge fan of Bullseye, probably bigger than most people who play the game, mostly because his green is so very tactical use ability, and his purple hits pretty hard for very cheap and does some good stuff. So his passive black is awesome. We'll see that in a little bit. We'll do some PvP action, and we were able to hang on to a top 5 spot in Real Steel with 3-star Colossus in his event, and got some real nice 4-star rewards. So we'll have those covers and rewards to add in when we do our tokens in a little bit. But let's start on the story side of things. Real quick overview. Unstable ISO 8 opens for me in a couple hours. Hopefully you guys have gotten a good run in that so far. And Honor Among Thieves ends in a couple hours, and I'm hoping to get back into a top 50 position. Slipped a little bit, but I've got a championed Okoye, who is the featured boosted 5-star in the event. Should look pretty good for that to finish. Let's jump into DDQ. Got a few teams to run through here, featuring some 3-star characters. And I thought I'd bring along Ghost for fun, just because she's got a red and purple active abilities, and that suits this other 3-star team up pretty well. Storm is great with her green, yellow, and black abilities. And then we've got Doc in here for his blue, and his blue can actually help speed up Storm's green, as you'll see in just a little bit if things go well. Let's do it. So we're against Psylocke, Iron Man Model 40, and 3-star Rocket and Groot. That should be a team that can be pretty tough if things get out of hand. I think we're going to be able to handle it fine. Let's take on IM40 first. 4-shot of red, we'll take it. I didn't want them to have any green at all, because Storm's green ability doesn't do much damage, but it picks up an absolute ton of AP when you play it. Wow, there's a really good move on the board. There's a match 3 already that sets off an extra move. Do you see the match 3 that drops an extra move right now on the board? I'll let you look for a second. Some of you might have seen it right away when I did my first move, and I didn't play it yet. It's not the move that's flashing by the system for a suggested move. It's actually this green. We're going to move this to the left, and it's going to drop those blues down in a perfect extra move, match 5. Wow, very nice. We did so much damage with that, we actually knocked out Iron Man already. That's crazy. Okay, so every time we match green, or the other team does, we get some strike tiles from Dakin, and that's really pretty good in speeding up the damage we're putting out. But his blue is so cheap and easy to play. It's a great ability. It takes your strike tiles away, but it also does good damage, and then adds more green tiles to the board. I don't want to do it yet. We've got a really good move here with black and green. And things are going so quickly here, I might not be able to talk to as much as I wanted about Ghost. So Ghost is really cool designed a character, so she's got extra match damage right from the start. Look at her match damage is about 300% of what it would be normally, until you start playing her abilities, where she needs to basically power cycle and cool down and build up more red whenever you play those abilities. So she's got a pretty cool design. We already have our black ready to play for Storm, but I like to play that after her yellow and then after her green if we can. So let's there's not very much green left. Let's go ahead and hit, let's hit Psylocke with this. Wow. A knockout blow of over 3,000? That's just crazy. Okay, well, we have one enemy left. Hopefully we can even get into the other abilities. I'm just so surprised about the amount of damage we're doing. Go for yellow. I like to play Storm's yellow before her green because her yellow destroys team up off the board. And when there's less team up on the board, that means there's more of the other 6 colors. Then if you play her green ability, she will destroy a whole bunch of tiles, and you earn the AP for that. Well, you'd rather earn colored AP than team up usually, and it's a really nice 1-2 combo. Let's go for a let's go for a 4-shot in purple. Which direction's better? Maybe we'll go this way. 1,500 for a match 4 in purple. This thing is going to end too quickly. Unbelievable. Ghost's match damage is so strong. Well, I guess let's just speed this along and get most of the same team into the next battle. We'll just play our Hailstorm, and why don't we finish it with, doesn't really matter, simple team up match will do it. Wow, that went so quickly. Wow. Ghost is not champion. She's only at a level 168. And I'm working on a couple of 4-stars from the last few that have been released. They're all at about 9 to 12 covers. Ghost is 1, and 4-star Black Widow, the Infinity War Spider-Man, and Wiccan are all about in that same realm. Let's take Ghost out and get a 3-star that I used to play a ton with this team. Deadpool really works quite well with what Storm is already going to be doing, and his purple is expensive normally, but she can help speed that up with her green by picking up random purple around the board. And Dawkins did fine, but I also like Hot Guy for a solo blue user. He has a very good purple as well, but if we're playing with Deadpool, we'll try to use his for his whales ability. Let's go. This is a really efficient team once you start getting the AP going. So Luke Cage is on the other side. I prefer to start against all goon characters or non-tile moving characters, you know. That's alright. So we have 2 different match 4s in purple. Which one should we do? If we do this one, we'll have those 2 green tiles lined up for a match close by, I guess. Another match 4 in purple. That's pretty crazy to be jumping out at 11 total purple already. Ouch. Another match 4 in purple. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Well, that's the easiest run to 15 purple without Scarlet Witch in the team that I've ever gotten to, probably. So we'll save that for a knockout blow of a team of 3 that are probably a little bit stronger than these guys. And we've got a good run coming here. Let's go for white that drops yellow. Another yellow and green, luckily. Okay, so what I want to do is try to get one more yellow and then have our green ready to play. So let's see if we can get a little more alignment in yellow. There it is. We have a match 4 in green, though we'll have to take it just because it also destroys a enemy special tile in that countdown. And whenever we match away an enemy special, including countdowns, with Hot Guy on the team, he will earn blue and purple AP for doing that. Super good. Well, we're really way ahead of this plan, so this is going a lot better than the last fight. There's no readily available blue matches on the board, so let's get a start with Hawkeye. We'll play his abilities first. That's a stun, and we'll pick up more yellow or green here, a little bit of red. Okay, that's going to stun Luke Cage, maybe we should, yeah, we'll stun him, that's fine. Let's go for, what's the best move? I really like getting a hit on yellow, but I think green is a little more important. Alright, so stunning Cage will be excellent, so now all we have to worry about are the countdowns instead of him taking moves away from us. Let's go for match 4 in yellow. Now we're going to get hit by that purple countdown. That's okay. We've got a match 4 in blue to take out the green countdown. Wow. Alright, we're rolling well. We're at 20 purple already. Let's start our rotation here. This is going to be pretty nuts. We'll go for Storm's yellow, Mistress of the Elements. That'll destroy a bunch of team-up tiles, and you'll see what I mean here in a second by kind of concentrating the board with a bunch of colored tiles as opposed to team-up. And now when we play, let's move over to this enemy. Now when we play green, we're going to be destroying a lot more and earning AP for colors instead of team-up. Look how many tiles she destroys. It's about 12, depending on what cover level you have it set at. So see all that cascade action? We jumped ahead in probably, around 15 AP there. We have everything ready to fire off again, and there's another bunch of white on the board. So let's go again for Mistress of the Elements. And we do earn that team up when she destroys it. Now look at this board. It's super full of colors. Let's play Lightning Strike again. This will eliminate that enemy, I believe. And now a full health Juggernaut shows up. This is perfect. The only thing I would have done differently is play Hawkeye's other arrows. So let's see if we can get these out first before we end it with Deadpool. We have 30 purple. That's pretty nuts. Okay. Let's do purple drops black. Oh man, and it's an extra move and another extra move. You've got to be kidding me. The viewer luck is kicking in on the board play for sure. There's how many whites on the board? This might be a little bit of overkill, but that's okay. Line up a few more matches. Yep. So I like to play Storm's black ability after you're pretty much done with yellow and green. If you play green after black, you'll destroy your own attack tiles. Nobody wants to do that. Let's play another Hawkeye. And we'll just knock this guy out with a red. There we go. The final 3 enemies are up. This should go pretty quickly now. Oh, I left him a 4-shot of my countdowns. That's terrible. Alright, so let's move Juggernaut up to the front. Let's go ahead and hit him with a little off the top from Deadpool. That's a big chunk of health when he's at full health. We'll do the same thing to Thor. Knock him down. And let's just about end this with a Whales. This is at cover level 5. It does team damage of 5,008 total team damage. One of the best AoEs in 3-star land for sure. And a pretty hilarious graphic for that. So just for fun, let's play our other animations. This thing is definitely over, and we'll win it right here. Once you get the AP rolling, that team just destroys wave nodes completely. Now there's a lot of different teams you can use with Storm, and there's even basically what's called a Stormfinite, like a Winfinite team, and it does pretty well as well. And it's fun. It's not as damaging as this team is, I guess I'd say. Alright, let's get into the Behemoth Burrito. Spider-Gwen. I think this is the first time in the Behemoth Burrito that she's featured that I have her championed. Maybe one time before this. So we're going to use her with 3-star Spidey. That's going to be good. And we're against a couple of high health enemies. So she features red, purple, and yellow, not in that order, as her ability colors. And we'll try to win this match with only her abilities. Red's the big deal. Cherry Bomb hits for a ton of damage and can be pretty inexpensive if you play her right. And what I mean by that is try to get a bunch of web tiles on the board, because the more web tiles on the board, the less expensive her red power costs to use it. It starts at a cost of 12, and if you have 6 web tiles on the board or more, it'll only cost you 6. Oh, so the match 4 in red. Thank you so much, Juggernaut Team Up, for doing that. Now look at this. There's a match 4 in red. You could just do that. And what would happen is the remaining purple up above and below that would leave them with a match 4 in purple and kind of ruin your ability to get more of those. So check this out. If you think it through a little bit and do this purple match downward, it'll drop a match 4 in red for us and leave us the opportunity to get the other colors and not leave them as much of good matches afterward. Yeah, even turned out better than I thought, but still left them a match 4 in yellow that was not even there before we started. So I think we still played it right. So we have Teenage Kicks. It's a pretty funny ability. It really just stuns 2 enemies, which is great, and for 2 turns. So you really want to time that out right. What I might do is save that to play it for when we have a knockout blow on one of the other enemies. So let's go for our yellow. We'll play that soon. They got a bunch of green for Call the Storm already. Wow, that was fast. Match 4 in green. I'm not even going to take it. I'm going to take this yellow here. Nice. We got a lucky drop on red. So now we have 10 red. Perfect. Once we get some web tiles out here, we'll be rolling. So let's go ahead and play Kick Out the Jams. It's basically places web tiles around the board, and the passive side of her yellow ability is if web tiles are matched, you earn a burst of health for your team. And one of them's fortified, so it could get matched potentially twice. Yeah, that's cool. So it's fortified, but there's a black match down there. Let's go ahead and match it for fun. We get our burst of health even if we match it or the enemy. There's a bunch of webs on the board. Let's get another red match. Now we're in good shape. We have over double the amount we can play Cherry Bomb twice if we have enough web tiles on the board. So maybe we'll do our stun now. Let's do our stun now, because we get extra web tiles when we do it. That's actually pretty funny. I was hoping Thor would be one of the ones that is stunned, because I would leave him around a little bit longer. But let's do a Cherry Bomb on. We got it down to a cost of 8. Alright, let's just do this. It's a little bit of a waste to play Teenage Kicks twice when there's only one enemy that's not stunned. But let's play it again just to get the web tiles on the board. Now that'll make our Cherry Bomb cost only 6. Ready to drop a huge punch on a full health Black Panther in this case. We have another one ready to go for Devil Dino. And he's out. So we lose a couple of our web tiles by playing Cherry Bomb, but obviously that's worth it. So while he's stunned, let's try to rebuild our colors back up. Lucky red, let's go this way. And more red, awesome. Okay, so here's the thing. I never allow myself to play the other characters' abilities besides Spider-Gwen or whoever the 4-star is. But let's go ahead and play All Tied Up by Spidey. It's not a damaging ability, it's a stun, but it stuns for 3 turns when there's 2 web tiles on the board, so you can see how well he plays with Spider-Gwen for sure. And we'll just run this out here pretty quickly, get another couple of good matches. Let's go for this. Teenage kicks again, overstunning back to 2, and cherry bomb time for the win. Cool. Got all 3 enemies eliminated with a cherry bomb. And we had another ally in the fight. I don't even remember who it was already. Let's take a quick look at the Crash of the Titans. We're not going to play this today, but it is 4-star Luke Cage against Agent Venom, 4-star as well. He's a champion of mine, level 301, so we should have a pretty good time in this fight, but we're going to fight over all 3